Okay, there it is. It is recording. Everything's good to go. Every episode's name is Witch Hunt. We are starting off where we were first left off last time. I was gonna say last week. It was last week. Last time you guys found out that they made a torpedo out of the Omega
Mm,
molecules and are about to hit the planet Klurga, one of the planets that was part of that treaty from the previous episode.
mm-hmm.
And they already hit it, so the planet's gone. But then you guys fought one of the two sub ships of the season, and he got away.
Mm,
But then you guys had a internal struggle against an ally that you thought was an ally, but is really a evil person.
yes, an ally that is now an enemy.
Which was your chief security officer plus two security officers. You guys took him down in the most dramatic and flingiest way possible.
Yeah, we did.
And that's where he left off. And he's in the brig. They're in the brig.
Mm,
Uh, this week we don't start off in the we don't start off in
And forward.
Den Forward. Uh, Admiral Alistair uh, gave you an order to interrogate the prisoners to see if you can get any more information out of them. And Tobias is in his engine room trying to
Yes, I
get
am.
trying to get everything back together again.
You'll slowly working on the repairs because, dear goodness, that was a pain.
Okay, so you enter the brig and you run into a familiar face. Other than, the prisoners in the brig. uh, this seems that uh, Dr. Atilic, your Andorian friend, who you haven't seen in a while, is currently taking medical scans of the prisoners.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's where you come in.
So I'm just here by myself on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What was Atilic?
Yeah. Oh, I also did a rewrite for his character. You know how I have him had his antenna gone and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I rewrote that. He still has both antennas. Uh, he still had a transporter accident where he has half his face being scarred like Two-Face.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's the new rewrite. New rewrite. Because I didn't think it was a good idea for a doctor to have
Lack of coordination.
lack of coordinations. So no more Kane. He's just more grumpier than normal than last time.
Yeah. Atelic, do we have a report on the prisoners that we captured?
He he looks up from his tricorders like, uh, I'm gonna do a roll for him because I missed doing this the first time we did it.
Mhm.
Da, da, da. Medicine and reason. Uh, it's fascinating actually. They have the same they have the same medical readouts. They could be like identical twins to their counterparts in this universe, but there's a slight phase variance in their molecules, just ever so slightly, to that they are out of. You could tell that they're out of this, not part of this universe. As he gives, that's his explanation.
I was more curious about their injuries, Doctor. Less so about where they came from or their
Oh,
molecular structure.
oh, their injuries. Well, you and uh, Tobias did a quite number on their leader that was our previous security officer. Uh,
O'Donnell. Or
hmm?
O'Donovan, whatever.
O'Donnell. Travis
O'Donnell.
O'Donnell.
Yeah, O'Donnell. There you go.
It's free. Oh, that's the final name. Cool. Okay, never mind. Anywho, um, he should be he's stable now. Um, you could ask him any questions you need to, but I'm here just to make sure. I was told to be here to make sure you don't go too far with your interrogations. The admiral gets this idea that from previous dealings with you that you get a little too enthusiastic in your work.
I mean, why did he send me then?
Uh, I'm
Alright.
I'm I'm just here to make sure you don't go too far.
Hmm.
He's awakened in the other cell, and
I guess I'll.
he kind of this he kind of this like puts a little thumb over the shoulder to the next cell as he's just scanning the other two people.
Okay, I guess I will talk to him and see what's up. And see if I can learn anything from him.
Yeah. He is sitting down on the bench, holding his head.
Travis, I understand very little about why you betrayed us or what's really going on here.
Eh,
But
Also, Attila looks over his shoulders like, also, he's not of our universe. He is a his universe counterpart.
thank you, Doctor.
You're
I
welcome.
understood that. But what I don't understand, Travis, is how you can form bonds with people like this and then betray them.
He looks up and glares at you. He's like, I was never your friend to begin with. It was all an act.
But then why would you? Okay.
I was put upon your ship because in our first dealings with uh in our first missions, uh, you and your crew seem like the only competent people around, so we should keep tabs on you.
But how
And
did you? But how could you get past Starfleet's whole system and become a member?
because I replaced the original, and no one noticed.
What have you done with the original?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Mm-hmm. AKA, we don't know.
No, I know. Just why would I tell you?
Mm-hmm. I'm actually gonna say this right now. I see no point in interrogating this character.
Alright, you can just leave.
But I also don't know how to interrogate him because I don't know enough of anything to like. I don't have any context here right now outside of he was a bad guy.
Um,
Like
the Admiral
he
will like.
said nothing pertinent. I've had
Yeah,
no like
Admiral
idea
likes
of
to know
questioning
if
lines.
The Admiral wants to know if there's any more people on the ship. Um,
Ah,
their
yeah. I
plans.
would have just assumed not, because you know we got into a giant firefight with the quote unquote leader who was supposed to destroy us, and they didn't help him. I mean, maybe they're like super ninjas, but I feel like if you're trying to blow up a starship, you should be sending all your resources.
Mm,
But all right.
well, you can stop your interrogation now and do a different kind of lead, I guess.
But technically, my character doesn't have a lead
I
or
mean,
an idea that that's a thing.
you look at his living quarters.
Oh, yeah. See, I wouldn't. No, no, that wouldn't come to mind. I forget we live here. I kind of see it like an office job. We all just kind of come in and then leave. My brain didn't really click that that's also the starship.
Yep, you guys live on the starship.
No, I know that like inherently, but it's not like an active thought of like, oh yeah, go do that. Um, yeah, there's no point to asking him. So yeah, I guess I'd rather go investigate his chambers. Because if
Okay.
I ask him, he's just gonna keep lying, and then that'll just lead me down less of a trail. So
Alright.
I think I'm just gonna go investigate his quarters, and if there's nothing there, I'm just gonna come in and I'm gonna shoot him.
Okay. Um, we break off to a new scene where. Where's my thing? Um, we are in engine room now, and with Tobias um, running around the engine room trying to get everything fixed.
Yep, we are.
And uh, would you make a engineering and command roll? With a difficulty
Engineering command.
engineering command with a
Okay.
difficulty of 2. Also,
Okay.
I recently figured out by watching the Geek and Sundry's Star Trek uh,
Campaign.
campaign that the focuses
Yeah.
don't give you a extra dice.
Okay.
Your focuses increases the crit range. So
Ah.
if you have a focus, whatever discipline you're using,
Yeah.
the crit range
Yeah.
increases
Yeah.
by the number of your discipline of the roll that you're using.
Gotcha. So I'm using this to fix the engine room, essentially.
Yeah.
Can I use
So
my focus on electroplasma power?
I would say yes. So
Okay.
your
I would also like to use my I know my ship in order to add an extra dice as a talent to my
yeah,
roll.
yep.
Okay.
So
To a command engineering check, you said?
yes. So your crit range instead of being just 1 would
Yeah.
be whatever your number for engineering is.
Oh, cool. Command and engineering though,
Yes.
because not to metagame or anything, but that's a 2. My command is a 2. My
Oh,
engineering is a
never mind. Sorry,
4.
it's control and engineering. I didn't see the thing.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah, that just makes more sense to me. So okay, I'm rolling 3 dice for a difficulty of 2, and range of 4, and that is one crit, one crit success.
I didn't hear you. It's one crit success and
And 2 fails.
2 fails. Okay. Well, you make it anyway.
Hooray!
So, even
Got
though
that focus. Oh yeah.
you're dealing with the loss of your assistant, you're getting everything fixed
Ooh,
anyway.
I have a career event, death of a friend. I don't know if that actually does anything.
It's more of your backstory, so I
Down with
guess
that.
I guess that would be you're used to losing people close to you, I guess. So
Mm.
anyway, so the ship's coming back. It's coming together nicely. You're holding it together while you guys are at high warp back to Earth,
Mm.
where the presumed next strike is going to happen.
Does this mean we are, as they say, booking it?
Like a bat out of hell.
Excellent.
Okay. I guess we go back to George as he walks up to the quarters of Travis O'Donnell.
All right. So I guess the first thing I'm going to do is try and enter and, I'm assuming, search the room, particularly those same cubbies I would have hid like that rifle in,
Okay.
because those are throughout the ship, right?
Yep, it's not too hard. It's locked, but you put your command codes in and it
Yeah,
screws
yeah, yeah.
open.
I'd say there'd be a level of shenanigans if there's like you can't enter here. I'd be like, all right, this is a fetch quest for fetch quest's sake. What is this?
I didn't make this a very long episode because it's gonna go into our finale,
Hmm.
and I couldn't figure out how to merge two of the episodes together. So this is basically a expedition, explanation episode of sorts
Ooh. Ah, okay, gotcha.
to set up everything. Anywho, you walk into his quarters and can you make a security and presence?
Mm, okay. Let's see here. I guess this is just for me searching. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That is apparently what a perception check looks like in this game.
I have a fail and a success. So
Alright.
1-1.
I would say the difficulty was it was probably a one since you've been hiding shit on the ships, you know places where to look.
Hmm. Comma. Also, I'm good with maps, so I'm assuming I'd also have a pretty good idea of like, oh, this is a good place you could hide things. Like in different because all the corridors are probably or all the chambers are probably very similar, if not the same.
Yeah. It's like those community houses.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I figured.
Um, you search, and uh, evidently, exactly the same place you hid your gun
Ooh.
That's why I said
is
specifically I'd search.
uh, you find a data pad conveniently.
Oh wow. How convenient.
All right, so I'm gonna guess it's locked.
Yes, it's encrypted.
All right, I'm walking this shit over to engineering.
Okay.
Probably safer that way.
I'm not gonna try with something I'm not skilled in. Last thing I need is, you are now locked out. Please reformat your drive.
Oh,
No.
shit. Okay,
Yes.
so uh, as you walk out of his quarters, also make a uh, security and fitness.
I'm assuming I'm checking for danger.
Yes, you have the dangerous fence, don't you?
Yeah, I got 2. Survival and constantly watching.
I'd like to know what those are again. I don't remember them off the top of my head.
Well, I mean, I guess survival would be maybe not so much potent on this, because the idea is that you have enough wits to survive, like outdoor, survive on your own, long term.
Setting up a
Um,
campsite properly.
yeah, setting up a campsite, but also I feel like part of that's also being able to like check for danger.
Mm.
But constantly watching is supposed to be specifically for like, if you're checking for danger in an area, you will see it easily.
Brilliant.
I again, I'm trying to find the stupid. Constantly
Yeah,
watching. There it is. When you are attempting a task to detect danger or hidden enemies.
right. Which I'm assuming is the situation, without spoiling it. Is I'm checking for danger. Could be that something's gonna hit me in the face, or there's a person.
Okay. Actually, it's like if you're checking for danger. So,
Yeah,
you would have.
that's what I'm.
Okay. So it would probably be the last roll you've done, and you already succeeded in it too. Actually,
What? I haven't rolled yet.
okay. So you wanna check for danger. Would be, uh, do the another security and presence.
Yep.
There would be difficulty 2, but reduced by 1 for your thingy. So it's another 1 task.
1 fail, 1 success.
Okay. Uh, as soon as you swipe the data pad, you start hearing a little hum.
Um,
A low hum.
like, can I try something weird?
Sure.
Can I put the data pad back?
You put it back, and it's still the humming is getting louder now.
I'm
Mm.
gonna pull it away and try to leave the room quickly, I'm guessing.
Okay. As
It's
soon
kind of hoping
as
we had an Indiana Jones moment.
yeah, as soon as you leave, as soon as you walk out of the room and down the corridor a little bit, there is an explosion in the room. As you looks like he made a very shoddy attempt at a booby trap.
I just like, I sat there and fiddled with like, uh-oh, I broke it. Put it back. That didn't work. Alright. So off to engineering.
Okay.
So, to meet up with Tobias.
Hmm.
Okay, so head to you head towards the turbo lift, and it opens up to the corridor of the engine room, and you make your way to the engine room, and you see Tobias like running between 2 consoles next to the warp core.
Tobias, my friend, I need you to check something for me.
I what is it,
I
Mr.
hand I
Josh?
hand I hand over the data pad. This is a data pad that I found in Travis's room. I don't
Ah,
know if it contains anything valuable on it, but I didn't want to try and, you know, break a thing.
well, let's see what we have here, and I proceed to hack the tablet.
Okay.
I guess I have. I would like to use my
I
focusing computers as well as my computer expertise talent to add a third dice.
And just
open.
envision the Matrix. That's all you gotta do.
Hmm.
Just the load screen though, not the movie.
So it would be engineering and reason. And you said if you're using a focus, then your
Yep.
crit range increases, and you have the extra dice for the thing.
Yep.
Also, you always start with I'm making it so you start with at least 3 momentum every
Cool.
episode.
What's the difficulty on this check?
3.
Got it. Ooda. Meets beats, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's a fail, a crit success. Yes.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the last one.
Two crit successes, one fail.
Oh, so
Mhm.
you got 4.
Yes.
So increase your
Momentum +1.
+1.
Yep.
Okay.
Momentum +1, and I definitely swing my fingers around the laptop or around the data pad, causing it to unlock with incredible ease because I'm just that good at things.
You saw the matrix inside of it.
I
I was
did.
to say it'd be better if he just swiped up, like
That's
it's not
exactly
locked.
what I did. Yes.
It's not. It's like it's.
To my understanding, it was locked, and he's just like, you just swipe up, and he just stares at me.
Totally
What's
what I
wrong
meant.
with you?
Like, bro, come on now. We're better than this.
Okay. The data pad is now unlocked.
What is it that you're looking for, Mr. Josh?
We're curious if there's anybody else on the ship that might also be Mirror Universe. Do they know them as Mirror Universe in the canon?
There are records of.
Or are they actually called that though, or is that just a fan name? We're gonna
It's,
go with they know it as Mirror Universe,
they
but
know of a mirror universe. They also call them as the Terran Empire.
the Terran Empire.
Terran
Got it.
Empire.
Okay, so I'll try to use that. All right. Well, Tobias, we're looking to see if there's anyone else from the Terran Empire on our ship because one of our highest security officers, I'm sorry, our highest security officer somehow became compromised. I'm not angry at you. I'm just angry in general. I apologize.
It's fine, I suppose.
Said that.
Tell you what, I radio over to my new second in command.
Oh goody. Do
Let's
we
get a
actually
name.
do we actually want to give him a name since it's gonna be ending in the next episode or 2?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, I want him to have a name.
Okay. Let me just get my little sheet of paper.
Guajilo.
Uh,
I just yelled out the name of a pepper that's on a hot sauce I have on my
okay,
desk.
so Ensign
Actually, don't even know if it's a pepper. Guajilo.
Guajilo. Is
Yeah.
that what you want, Jeff?
Sure. Ensign Guajilo.
How do you spell that, by the way?
I definitely reasked.
It has a
G-U-A?
J in it for sure.
J
No,
G
G-U-A.
U A.
J-I-L-L-O. Guajilo. I'm assuming that's how you say the name of that.
Sure.
There's someone who actually speaks whatever language that actually comes from. I assume Spanish. And it's just like,
Some
"God,
Latin
dude."
American language.
This very handsome Mexican descended
Yeah.
humanoid comes over and it's like, yes, Chief.
Continue to oversee the repairs in my absence. I have some bridge-related matters I need to attend to.
Yes, Chief Tobias.
Do report though if things start to look out of hand, or if you need my help for anything though. I recognize that you've only just now taken up the role.
Yeah. Yeah. And you tell that
It's just socially awkward, suave, dude.
Hmm.
Sorry.
Yep.
he's also distressed about the loss of
Yeah, many of
Croyle.
his peers.
Yeah. No. I'm sure the loss of Crewman Croyle is major, but I don't know. It's a Vulcan thing, I guess.
It's
It's
not
like
logical.
sucks, but oh well.
Okay. He's
That's how
not
this
taking.
works.
He's now taking over for you.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go with Mr. Josh to a better location.
Where are you guys heading to?
Probably just a I'd say just a private, like, what would you call it? Like a boardroom.
Okay, yeah, you guys can use the like the ready room that you guys have
Yeah.
Yeah,
debriefings with the captain admiral.
yeah, just so we can like go through this quickly or meticulously rather than like very quickly try to make it happen.
Okay, so
Mhm.
scene
So sit down
changes.
and I begin to, yep, scene changes, wipe right. Um, I proceed to um, run a full scan of all of the data, both hidden and obvious.
Okay, you're doing a scan on it,
Yep, full scan.
which would be science and reason.
Hmm.
Okay. Science reason. I'm gonna use my focus and talent again. Difficulty.
Uh, three still.
Okay.
If you want to use an extra momentum dice, you have to tell me now.
Nope. Because that is two successes, and my third dice is a fail. So,
So two successes and one fail.
yep,
Hmm.
And I said difficulty was three.
But
yep.
it got reduced, yeah? Because he has a thing? Because he has talent and focus?
The talent focus just increased the crit range.
No,
Yeah, focus.
I thought focus decreased, talent was increase.
No, he
No?
has a talent for the extra dice for I guess for computers,
Yeah.
Right,
and
and I thought the
the
focus things were
focus.
like reducing difficulties.
No, the focus is. I thought the focus gave you extra dice, but it actually gave you it increases the crit range to whatever the
Oh.
discipline of the roll is
Oh, is
of
it
your
just.
number.
E.
Oh, okay.
E.
So um, you scan it and uh, it appears to not have any more secrets than whatever data's on it already.
Mm. Based on what I can see, Mr. George, everything seems to be in order. Though we should probably increase our security measures and make this more uh, vigilant for us in the future.
That sounds like sound advice. We
Hmm.
definitely need to do that regardless at this point, because we're about to be going up against a ship that has a planet-killing bomb.
Aye, sir. To go through our records and engineering to just double check everyone's what am I looking for? Their paperwork, as it were.
Understood. That makes sense to me.
So you're coming back off to the engineering.
After if the meeting's over, yes.
Is the meeting over?
I don't
Uh,
know.
George,
Mr. Josh, is the meeting over?
Mm,
are you gonna read it while he's still here, or are you waiting until after he leaves?
well, he's still here.
No. So you, after it being unlocked, you start reading it, and the datapad is instructions to blow up the ship at the certain point if they got too close. Uh, Yada yada yada. It was just him.
Yada yada.
It was just him. The mission was just him and two other people. So you got all of them. Uh, doesn't stop for people from being. Oh yeah. So during this entire time, when you're passing like all these crewmen, they're like looking at each other like everyone's kind of on edge and not fully trusting everyone around them. But this datapad confirms that there were only three people, and they are currently in the brig. Um, There is also plans for after they started the essential meltdown, the um, warp core breach, that they were to uh, procure a uh, procure a shuttlecraft and meet the main ship at a set coordinates that is on the data pad. So you have a direct direct location if this information turns out to be true.
Hmm.
And that's about it.
So,
So the mission detail was only 3 people, which you already have all 3.
hmm.
Uh, basically the mission who blow up the ship and then escape, and coordinates to the main ship Ares.
Gotcha. Okay. So I guess the first thing I would do is, I mean, if we find out that data, I would probably try and bring that to the Admiral's attention first
Uh,
and start coordinating a plan with the main ship. But my suggested plan is going to be something along the lines of myself, this man, and myself, Tobias, and insert third character here.
Close enough.
I don't
yeah,
know who to pick.
you bring a random like security guard or actually anyone you can pick from. So random security guard. Um, yeah,
I think it would be good to, yeah, I guess it would be good to have like a random security guard, right? The 3 of us. My
Yeah.
suggested plan is going to be this: 3 of us get on that ship. We go as if we are them. We take their uniforms, all that jazz. We find the person that looks the closest to a Donovan as possible.
okay.
And then that person will be the random security guard. So I guess the first thing we're gonna do is head back to the. Well, let's tell Admiral this plan.
Which you ask the computer's location, and he's on the bridge.
Okay, let's head to the brig.
Okay. I think they're in the same location. I think you walked past them already.
Oh, so we just walk like slightly back. Like, Admiral, come in here.
He's
Actually, I want to talk to just the Admiral.
just the admiral.
Just the Admiral. Like with the Admiral and Tobias, obviously. The
Hmm.
2 people who are in on this plan.
Alright, so he gets up and relieves the bridge to uh, Captain Teles, which the Captain Teles is now acting more of a. You're both first officers at this point. It's like a co-first officer type thing, because he still
hmm
holds the rank of captain here, but since Admiral's on the ship, he's a rank higher than her, so he's leading the ship.
Right, he has control, and then she would be the next in command. Yeah.
So technically, in the line of command, you are now like third, and
Yeah.
so he gets up, leaves it to Teles, and walks into the boardroom essentially. Uh, yes. How's your investigation going?
Good, Admiral. According to this data pad, we don't have any more intruders on the ship, but they did have an escape plan and a rendezvous point.
Interesting.
I'm debating on 2 possible solutions to this.
Oh, and the coordinates is like right outside the sol system.
So right outside of Earth's solar system. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm debating, Admiral. I think it would be a good idea to send the ship itself to Earth as a defense platform, while we, myself, Tobias, and a third party member, head off to. Actually, on second, on second thought, it might be better being just the 2 of us, Because then when we get hailed and they go, where's O'Donnell? We can go, he didn't make it.
Hmm.
Now I have choices in my head, and there are plenty. Hold on. Meta talking.
Sure.
All right,
Here we go.
Jeff.
Here we go.
Here's our 3 options.
Uh-huh.
All right, option 1. We take Rando Dude, we go as the 3, we try and pass off that we're those.
Okay.
Option 2. Well, me and you are the only ones that go. We pass off that O'Donnell didn't make it.
I think we're better off of bluffing that O'Donnell didn't make it rather than trying to smuggle in a third guy.
Fair. Option 3. Option 3 is we set our phasers in such a way that we can't kill someone with it. We break O'Donnell out of the prison, bring him to the transport like it says on his pad without telling him we learned it from there, take him back, and use him to sneak in, as we are also part of his operation.
Would we eventually shoot him?
In theory.
Yeah, I can see option 3 working.
Which one do you want to do?
I'm partial to option 2 simply because it's less moving parts.
So in other words, you mean option 1 where we have that third person, or option 2 where it's just
option
us?
2 where it's just you and I.
Okay, gotcha.
Personally.
So, and this is all like side talk between me and him. Admiral, our plan is this: it's going to be just the 2 of us go.
As I'm envisioning, like you're talking to the admiral, and all of a sudden you like
Stop. Look over and start whispering.
Like, no, give us 1 second, and you grab Tobias and do like a little sports huddle.
All right,
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
2-man
break.
sports huddle.
Um,
That's exactly what we do.
Admiral. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take the ship that they suggested you use as transport to escape. We're going to take the outfits off of the 2 officers that were with him. We are then going to take the ship. We're going to bring it as if we are them to their rendezvous point so that we can learn more from the inside, and we'll report back to you. While you take the main ship, go to Earth, and prepare to protect it with whatever data we can give you.
Just seems reasonable.
Not
I like
ours.
this plan.
It's a horrible fucking death trap of a suicide plan.
But
It's not the worst plan in the world.
It is essentially a suicide mission. Are you prepared to not potentially come back from this?
I mean, you're gonna love part 2 of the plan, Admiral. I'm suggesting we set it up in such a way that the ship we're on can also be a bomb if necessary.
At this point, I turn to Mr. Josh and go, sorry, sir, what was that now?
Well, Tobias, there's a very likely chance we won't make it out. So my thought is, if we have to do this, if it's saving the entire Earth, we can make it so that the ship we're on can be an explosive device that may stop them, while we can escape through other means, given a certain time frame or a detonation device.
Well, sir,
Basically, a dead man switch, if you would.
sir, while I appreciate the honor behind that, it might be best for us, in fact, if we took the unstable material that we keep in the in engineering and maybe just fire that off instead.
I mean, we could do that, but then we have to... The idea here is we're to sneak onto their ship.
Aye, sir, it is.
So then how will we fire it once we are on the ship? This is actually debate going on while the Admiral's just staring onwards.
Well, sir, you'll be thankful to know that I have a crew that I have access to, and some remote triggering devices that I can rig up pretty easily.
But what is the difference between that and having a bomb on it?
Well,
Either
sir,
way,
we could...
if it blows up the inside of the ship with us on it, we're gone.
Oh, yeah. For us, oh, no, we're goners at this point, sir. It's mostly to try to preserve our ship and our people here.
What?
That is what you're insinuating, right?
No, I'm insinuating that we use the small craft that we're bringing onto their ship as a potential bomb.
Ah, I see, sir.
Just small shuttlecraft. Do we need a
the
picture?
shuttlecraft. Not,
Do we
not
need a
the full
picture?
ship.
Do we need a picture of the shuttlecraft to remember what
Negative.
it looks like?
It kind of looks like a bad van from like the 1970s, 1980s.
Here, I'll bring it up anyway.
It's got like a weird slant to it, very boxy looking.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, that is essentially one of them. Here's another one. There's actually the
I'm
only
just
picture.
kinda guessing.
There's a picture of the one I have already. I don't have the other one.
Okay, got it. I'm thinking the more box-shaped
I
one.
mean, I guess that's like the Delta Flyer from Voyager.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But you do have the ones that are like the blocky versions.
Yeah. But either way, my suggestion is we make this. We make it so that this can be detonated remotely if necessary. while we sneak onto the ship. If our cover's blown, we can basically start a trigger that'll have a time lapse,
Ah,
giving him a amount of time
Ah.
for us to get out and get away from everything.
yes, I do agree. Perhaps I should consult engineering, acquire for us a concealable triggering device.
Well, we can either do it as a concealed triggering device, or we just set it to a timer and hope we can complete our objective in that amount of time.
I mean, you get to like, I would say that it wouldn't be too much trouble to set some sort of command that you hit like your like the comms on the button on your shirt.
Like
Right,
the
Yeah,
comms
you-
or
you-
tricorder.
calling
Yeah.
of the phone number.
Yeah, you press it a certain amount of times and it activates the like.
Legit making an IED then. All right.
Yeah, quite literally. I mean, it's pretty improvised at this point.
It wouldn't be too hard to make that.
All right. Tobias and I seem to have come to a conclusion on what the plan would be. Admiral, what do you think?
I think it's an excellent plan because at the current moment, we actually got a hold of we actually got sorry. We actually got a hold of command.
Starfleet?
Starfleet command.
That's
The-
a first.
Yeah, our our communications are actually working. Weird, isn't it?
Very.
Kind of eerie.
Very.
Anywho, anywho, we are under impression that security, the security is heightened at Earth because of while all this shit is happening with you guys in the main universe, it's coinciding on the it's coinciding with I set this plot line with events during Deep Space Nine and right before the Dominion War, and it appears that war with the Dominion is gonna be happening at any moment. So most of the fleet is at Deep Space Nine at the wormhole to prepare. So security on Earth is still tight. They don't have as much ship security around in the system. So that plan actually works if we get ahead of you guys, just in case you guys fail for some reason.
I do see the logic in this plan.
So I approve of your mission, and good luck. You may disembark at within whenever you're ready.
Cool. So okay, I'm guessing first thing I'm gonna do. I'm debating. Well, first thing we should probably get the clothes off of the prisoners and their weapons.
Hmm.
Because I'm assuming that those might be slightly different, if not, just in case. Just get, like, basically pull everything off of them so we're as close to them as possible.
I mean, I guess you could replicate uniforms that like you scan the prisoners and get like a replica of their uniforms that actually would fit you. Because I'm just letting you know, your species is a lot shorter than most
Super short.
species.
I know.
That would indeed
No,
work.
no way I can use stilts.
Um,
No, I'm joking.
I was gonna say if you go to the med bay, the doctor could like help you figure out like how to, I don't know, look more human or something.
Well,
If
or
you
is
wanna try
everyone from the Terran thing human? Isn't that their whole spiel?
Mostly human.
Isn't like a major majority though? Like
They
it's
are
a stupid
like
amount?
majority. Yes.
So that's probably going to be the best bet. I'm gonna go to Doc and hope he doesn't fuck up my new legs.
Um. So you guys head down to the mid bay. Everyone's still on edge. No one's been told that those three were the only three as of right now.
Hmm.
You walk into the mid bay and you see the doctor just fiddling behind his computer. He looks up and, oh, hi guys, what can I do for you?
Doc, I needs me some legs.
He chuckles. Wait, what?
I pull him away from literally everybody else so that we are as secluded as possible.
Well, he's the only one working in med bay right now.
I'm making sure there's not like anybody else, unconscious or
Uh,
otherwise.
Alright,
0 out of 10.
you drag him to his office.
Okay. All right, Doc. Here's the plan. I need you to make me look and make my friend here, pointing over to Tobias.
Hmm.
We need to look like the 2 crewmen that we captured. Not. Debating if we're already going to be doing this, if I should just look like Travis. Nah. Let's go as low ranking. I don't know what I'm doing. Please help me. Okay. So we're going to basically try and social engineer our way in. Good talk. Yeah. So we're going with the lower ranking ones. We need to look like them. We need to take their clothes and their comms and their weapons.
He's like, well, seeing as I can't help you with your height thing, but I could do, like, we have options. Option A is I could do face of uh like uh surgery on your face to make you look human-ish, like more human. But I can't help your height. Option 2 is we do have like personal hollow emitters that we could program to make you guys look like the same height and like look exactly like whoever you're impersonating. The downside of that one is if they get too close and touch you, like they'll notice that hologram.
Hmm.
But you'll be at the same height. You'll appear the same height, as whoever you're impersonating.
I feel like without the height, they're gonna notice my short ass real quick. All right, Doc. Here's what we're gonna do.
And number 2 also involves less surgery.
Seems fair.
Hmm.
Tobias, considering the complications here, I don't really trust the idea because I have a feeling if we go on their ship, they're going to try and pat us down or take a look, right?
Aye, they would.
So the second they do that,
I
hologram's a bad plan.
Aye.
You're tall enough to be recognized as human, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I have
just
been
gotta-
known to pass in the past.
We just gotta short down your ears a little bit, give you a couple facial features, and I'll just be your prisoner. You can use me as a way of gaining their trust.
How about I just wear a hat, Mr. George?
They didn't wear hats. None of them wore hats.
Perhaps I can acquire a hat.
It's gonna be a little suspicious if you walk in with a hat. None of us have hats. In the entire show, no one has a hat. Like I break the fourth wall.
Trust me, I think I can.
It's
I can.
It's not a Starfleet issue.
Do some basic clothing.
It's not Starfleet issued at all.
I think we'll be fine if I decide to wear a hat just to cover up my, as you put it, ears.
Like staring at the doctor, like fucking help me here. Like, do you think that would work?
I mean, they wouldn't see your pointy ears, but I guess you would look suspicious with a hat on.
Tobias, this is seriously going to be the best plan. Just let Doc here chop your ears a little bit. You'll be fine. They regrow. You're like a lizard, right? And then
I believe that is
he's like
racist.
I'm mixing up the races. I'm not even close.
Yes.
speciesist.
I guess that's true, right? But no, really though, I don't see another way here, unless.
I mean, did like the
Huh?
security the like he doesn't have to shave down your ears. It's just like adding
How
prosthetics.
do you prosthetic less?
No, you don't
No,
prosthetic less. You just add more
like
to make
add a
my
little bit
ears
more.
big.
Make your ears more rounded.
But above his head,
Yes.
world's largest ears.
Yep.
I mean, I'm okay with that as a plan. I like that. I mean, the other option is like, I'm trying to think if there's another way we can do this. I'm having a hard time, Tobias. I don't see another way.
Uh, perhaps it is best for medical consult the doctor on his advice.
Doc, what do you think?
Like I said, hat suspicious. The most I can do, I could just add a prosthetic, like add a little bit more to your ears, make it more round and look Cuban.
Well, I guess that is probably one of the best options that we have going. Doc, how much of a makeup artist do you consider yourself?
Actually, Doc, I had an idea. Can you also try and make me look human, even though I'm short?
Yes.
Do you also happen to have a wheelchair?
I could replicate one. Why?
Okay. Also, can you also build, or can we also have the hologram emitters? Can we make them look like us?
Uh,
Not fake us, us.
yeah, you could fit um the hollow emitters it's like overlaps. It would the hollow emitters would like be on you, like it would be camouflage over you. Um,
You can't like
you
throw
don't
them on the ground.
you can't really if I think you're doing what I think you're doing, the most you could do is set up some hollow emitters inside of the uh shuttlecraft and
Oh.
program like it'll be like you guys just sitting there.
All right, no, let's not do that then. Fine.
Hmm.
I was hoping we could like randomly throw those in the hallway and be like, "They're here," and then run the other way.
I mean, uh, Tobias could like try like before you guys leave, try to fiddle with some hollow emitters to be like a basically decoy.
Yeah.
There'll be a roll at some point.
Hmm.
But yeah, I guess that could be doable.
All right, Doc, hook me up with a wheelchair. I'm going in wounded.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go with.
He's like,
I'm going with the surgery to look more human.
he's like, okay, if you want to look injured, do you want, what kind of injury would you want? Like, would you want it on the face?
I want to be quote unquote missing everything from my knees down, even though that's just how far my feet go.
Ah,
Basically, wherever my feet stop, make it look like that's where I got hurt.
okay, that's doable. It takes him about 15 minutes on Tobias,
Jesus, that's fast.
Hmm.
about an hour on you.
I just come out in the wheelchair in the uniform and like just
well,
bloodied up with like a weird blanket over my legs.
okay. So now you're in your disguises. Uh, what would you guys like to do before disembarking on your potentially last adventure?
Um. Maybe get one last burrito.
I like how that's fair.
Okay,
His is that. Mine is I'm going to try to fashion it in such a way that I can hide my rifle in the wheelchair, if that's possible. I don't know, because all I can think of with wheelchairs in Star Trek are those giant, like, the one guy that had that, like, full-bodied one because he was so injured. But I can't
I
think of
mean, no,
another
you could.
scenario.
I mean, no, you could have like a normal wheelchair if you
Oh,
want.
okay. Okay, I
But
was trying to think it. Like,
also, I think your rifle could be like disassembled in like couple pieces to fit inside your wheelchair.
can I have a wheelchair that shoots guns?
What?
No.
Since when are you Professor
Not
Xavier?
bullets, just shoots guns.
Shoots guns.
Wait, does it
Literally
actually
just throws guns.
it throws
Like
guns
pistols
out?
just come out. Yeah.
It's like R2D2 with the lightsaber.
Kinda. No,
If you want something
no,
like that, it would have to be something smaller than a full rifle.
it just fires the rifle. No, I guess, alright, so here's how I envision it, like, in my head. It's my character looking human with the outfit on, right? And then, like, a bloodied, like, kind of like Nana Afghan looking blanket over my wounded legs and knees, right? So, inside of
Oh, and
that
you
blanket, I guess.
none of you want to look like Travis. It's you guys are the two low level dudes, right?
I'm gonna go with yes, because then when they go, what do you mean you don't know something? I can go, he never told us! And then move forward.
Okay. Just want to make sure. Okay, proceeds.
But I guess I'm debating on hiding the rifle or not. Well, I mean, didn't they have rifles, or what weaponry did they have when we were fighting them?
They have those, what do they have?
Because I don't think we got that far into combat with them that we had to worry about them shooting at us.
Yeah, no, I have their general thing written down somewhere. The little table I've been using.
Because it would make most sense to have the same weapon they had.
I would say they also have rifles too.
Alright, cool. So I'm gonna have that then. I'm just gonna have that on me and be like, we got those sons of bitches!
Just be like as completely
As
loud
I'm
and
like,
obnoxious as possible.
yeah. Medic! Just constantly. Yeah, that's the plan. Alright, we're doing that.
Okay.
And then I guess one of the things I'm going to practice, I'm going to go to a shooting range and learn how to shoot while in a wheelchair.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Sounds like a skill you might need if you have a gun in a wheelchair. Like,
Alright.
Hmm?
To see if you're proficient in this, I'm going to
had a
need you to
feeling.
make a security and control
can
roll.
I
Difficulty of 3.
could I use a focus?
What focus?
Transporter small craft?
Mm,
It's technically, I mean,
that's if you're in the. No, because you're
It's
training
a
to
bad
use a
joke.
gun. Okay.
I was saying it was a bad joke about using the wheelchair. Don't worry, I'm not going to do that.
Oh, now I get it.
Yeah, the wheelchair's a small craft.
Technically.
Anyway. Sure. Yeah, alright. Difficulty of 3?
Yeah.
I
do you have?
succeed.
Oh, never mind.
I was to say I succeeded twice, but I did not crit succeed, so I'm gonna go no.
You'll still have some difficulties.
Alright. And then I guess my last act is gonna be also getting a burrito, because IRL I'm starving right now.
Hmm.
You guys, you walk into Temp Forward as Tobias is working on his first. How many burritos have you been eating since he's been training on the?
Training, hiding a
Oh.
rifle.
I can probably only ever successfully eat one burrito at a time.
Like, what burrito are you on at this moment?
Oh, definitely just on burrito number 1.
Okay.
What kind of burrito did you get?
Oh, carnitas, hands down.
Oh, really? Carnitas is probably my favorite too. What kind of beans?
Both.
I like Pinto.
I just like getting both because then you get slightly more peanut.
Sometimes.
Mm.
Okay.
Cilantro?
Yeah, I could do cilantro.
Alright. I'm not gonna prolong the plot anymore. Continue.
So, you get your burritos and you enjoy your potentially last burritos as Raul, whatever
Oh,
Danny's character was.
Raul.
Yep. Uh, bids you farewell as he's making more taco burrito based products.
does he leave us with bye, boys? Have fun storming the castle.
Probably something
Uh,
along those lines.
something along those lines, but more Andy-esque.
AKA, hey, you guys want another burrito on your way out? Oh, Raul.
Um, anything else? Oh, so before you leave, I need Tobias to make a engineering and
Oh, yeah. Bomb rigging.
uh I guess you're gonna make two of these because okay, so bomb rigging is
Would this be
engineering
work?
and daring.
Okay. Engineering and daring. Okay.
Difficulty of 2.
Okay. I would like to use my focus in electroplasma power systems. That's okay?
I'm assuming it would probably be tied
Yeah,
to that, right?
yeah,
Like
I
you'd
guess
probably
so.
tie it to whatever
Okay.
equivalent.
But I'm not going to use a talent at this point, so that just bumps my crit range. Difficulty of 2, you said?
Mm-hmm. So you still have momentum, and we're
Critical
basically
success and a normal success.
okay. You have 5 momentum so far.
Hooray! And the second,
So you
check.
managed to rig a bomb inside of the
Side of the
shuttlecraft.
transport vehicle. Okay.
um, the second one is to making those hollow emitters to not like as like stationary things.
Mm-hmm.
Hologram.
Sure. Making a convincing hologram. Can I burn a momentum to add a die?
Yeah.
You
It'd
burn
be
as many as you want.
I'm gonna burn 2 momentum actually then.
Yeah. So
It would be
it's- so
3.
we go down to 2.
It'd be engineering and control for this one.
Engineering control. And is this a computer system that I need to manipulate?
Not really. It's like little emitter thingies.
Okay.
It'd
Can I use
be
my
more
focus
like
in
a projector.
transporters and replicators?
No.
Bummer. All right, I'll just do it straight.
Replicators was a good guess.
So 4 dice.
Difficulty of 2.
You said a control engineering.
Yeah.
That's only 2 successes.
Oh,
make it anyway.
That's it.
Okay.
We only need 2.
You only need 2. So.
Oh, sorry. Cool. For a second, I thought it was 3.
Nah. Nope. You successfully modified 2 emitters to emit without having, on a person. You can just throw it down and. It wouldn't. They won't last
Sweet.
long.
Right.
So. It's a good distraction for a couple of seconds or a minute or two. Anything else you guys want to do before you disembark?
Mm,
I mean, I don't have anything.
Okay, so you informed the admiral that you're leaving on your mission,
Mm-hmm.
and
Uh,
you guys
I think one of the things I would recommend.
what?
I'm debating. I'm debating on whether or not to recommend that the Admiral inform the crew that there was only the 3. Kind of worried we have to deal with that later. Nah, I'll just blame him if everything goes shit up.
Okay. You guys get to your shuttlecraft and eventually leave. And you zoom off to the coordinates, which is basically behind one of the moons of
Jupiter? Saturn?
which one's the furthest out?
Uranus?
I was say which one's the furthest out?
Now?
Not Pluto,
Isn't it Uranus?
Uranus. One of the moons of Uranus.
So we're going to the dark side of Uranus.
Yes, yes, you are.
Alright, just confirming. I mean, Uranus also has a light side.
It does. It's just one of the moons.
I don't even know if Uranus has
Admit.
moons.
Well, in my thing, it does.
A moon has formed.
That's not a moon, it's a space station.
Might be.
Anywho, and that's where we leave off, where your ship's coming out of the Motley and zooming off in a different direction.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we end it for tonight. Nice, simple, quick.
TBC, man.
Yeah.
To be
Well, I
continued.
was debating in my head at one point where it was like,